done. He said he's still got to play for them and perform.
Did you see what he had on Instagram?
Keep them happy.
He promised y'all something.
Change is coming.
As if somebody's cast a spell on the team.
It was a little black cat walking around L.A.
Oh, boy.
LeBron gonna grab him and paint him
Maybe the
up.
basketball gods thought he did cheat the game.
You know what? Skip Bayless ain't over here. He didn't cheat the game. That's one thing LeBron James does not do.
Okay, well, we're going to switch gears to Conor McGregor. He is back in the news. Apparently, he is done in the octagon. Last night, he tweeted that he is retiring from MMA. But just a few hours before that tweet, he was on The Tonight Show and said he was negotiating a return to the octagon in July. So now McGregor has done this before. Back in 2016, he tweeted that he had decided to retire young while he was in negotiations for the UFC. So, Shannon, do you believe he's done, or is he just saying this?
I go back and forth, Skip. I don't know really what. I thought he had signed a 6-fight deal, and it was for big. Dana White said it was for big money. Conor seemed to be happy. But something happened before he signed that deal. He made $100 million fighting Floyd Mayweather, Skip. Because Conor is different than any other MMA fighter, Skip. No other fighter has been able to generate, even Ronda, and Ronda, a woman fighting was a great story, but Conor was getting $3 million to fight, and plus he was getting a back end on the pay-per-view. We hadn't seen it that. Guy getting $10 million to fight, $20 million to fight, and then all of a sudden, he parlayed that because he was so popular, and the public demanded that he fight Floyd Mayweather. And so he parlayed that into $100 million, and now he has a whiskey company. So he has things outside of MMA that very few fighters have. Now, this is not a sport. No MMA fighter is ever going to have a career like Floyd Mayweather, where you fight 20 years. It's just too brutal of a sport. You have a really short shelf life. It's almost like an NFL player. It's about 3
Sometimes it's worse.
It is. Skip, I got some advice, and I don't, Conor can take my advice if he want to or not. But this is really not the sport to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
You're right.
An individual sport is different. If you play tennis, Serena Williams, she has to be all in or she has to be all out. Tiger Woods, he has to be all in or all out. If I'm on a team sport, Skip, if I play defense, I might, I ain't gonna do. I don't even feel like playing hard today. I got Tom Brady. Tom Brady go score 50. You don't really know how bad I played. But in that sport, combat sports, when you're not, Skip, you got to, you know what? When you in a combat sport, you got to get up like you going to pick flowers. Ooh, boy, I can't wait to get into the gym today. I can't wait to spar. I can't wait to get into the octagon. Because the moment you talk about, ooh, boy, Lord, man, I sure hate my job. You better get up out of there because they'll hurt you. That's the hurt business. And I'm going to tell you another thing, Skip. He needs to think long and hard. Because Conor is running into the same thing that Ronda Rousey ran into. They have not evolved. Conor McGregor is a striker. And if he doesn't get you out of there in the first round or the second round, bad things normally happen. Now, he did go the distance, and he won a decision over Nate Diaz. But what we've seen, Skip, is that when people take him further along, they take him to the deep, and he can't swim back to shore. He better evolve his game. Because what guys are starting to see, if we can just stay away from him the first 2 rounds, and we don't run into one of those punches, if they ever get him on the ground, he got no ground game.
What did Khabib do to him? The little bear.
Wrestle him down, drug him to the deep, like I said, I finally want some dew on that. Rub me some dew on that old Khabib.
That's the one and only.
I'll get back.
Remind you.
But anyway, drug him out there. But Skip, he don't be playing around with this. But like Dana said, Dana sat right here and said, your mind is different. Because when he first started fighting, like you mentioned, he was on welfare, Skip. He was getting assistance. He probably had an old beat-up car. Now he goes to his garage, he got 9 cars.
I agree with everything you just said, except your conclusion. I still think Conor is negotiating. I think he's going to fight again. The reason.
But what about the 6-fight deal?
Well, still in place, but he's going back and forth.
Oh, he wants some more money.
White. Yeah. Because remember the chronology of what happened just yesterday. He had done they tape it, I'm pretty sure, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Correct.
So just hours before he had taped that.
Right. They tape in the afternoon.
And he talked about negotiating in that interview with Dana White to Jimmy Fallon. You know, like, we're going back and forth. We're negotiating my next bout, my return to the octagon. And then a few hours later, he just suddenly tweets out of the blue, and it's one of those tweets where it just sounds like, you know, out of the, how did it start off? I can't find it.
Quick announcement.
Yeah.
Hey guys, quick announcement. I've decided to retire
Hey guys, I have
from
a
the
quick
sport
announcement.